Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nopriyadi. I'm from class 2 PPMB. Will explain electrical and the phase segment. Actually, the phase under test is connected to an AC voltage source. The meters measures the voltage and feed the surround stroke the GUT. From this ratio, the meters can determine the amount of impedance. The LCR meter can also be used to assess variation in inductance with respect to the motor position. In a permanent magnet machine, both currents must be taken as some LCR meters can be made by the generated EMF generated by rotating the rotor in a permanent magnet machine. Handle meter usually have text frequency of 100, 120, 110, and 100 for the upper end of the meter. Screen resolution and rangeability measurements will usually change with the test frequency. Stop LCR meters usually have test frequency of more than 100 kHz. Then may often included placing a DC voltage or current on the AC signal measurement. Lower and matter of the possibility to supply test external DC voltage or current will hike and the phase can supply them internally. In time, backtop meters made possible specialized equipment to measure SMD, complement air course or transformers. Word of electronic tool that are often used in the GS. 1. LCR meters. 2. Voltmeters. 1. LCR meter. The LCR meter is a piece of electronic test equipment used to measure the impedance, capacitance, and resistance of our component. In the simplified version of this tool, the actual flow values of this quantity are not measured, but rather the impedance is measured internally and converted to display with the frontal advertisement introduced below. The reading will be reasonably accurate if the selected inductor or the inductor of the device under test does not have a significant resistive component of impedance. More sophisticated design measure inductance or competitance. And also series resistance is proportional of the Q factor of the intrusive component. Work principle. The working principle of the LCR meter is to ask impedance measurements, then the impedance will be measured internally and converted to the measurement display screen, which is converted to the appropriate capacitance or included value. How to ask? The following is brief explanation of how the LCR meter works. As well, the device under test is connected to an AC voltage source. The LCR tester measures the voltage and current through the device under test. From this ratio, the LCR tester can determine the value of the impedance. The phase angle between voltage and current is also measured on more sophisticated instrument model, so the combination is impedance, capacitance, and resistance of the dot can be calculated and displayed. The LCR meter most instrument series model for these two elements. An ideal capacitor as a characteristic rather than the best. But there is no ideal physical capacitor. All original capacitors have little inductance, little resistance, and some defect cause inefficiencies. It can design as introduced in resistance in series with an ideal capacitor or in parallel with it. Likewise with inductor. Even resistor can have inductance capacity as consequence of the way they are made. The most unhelpful assumption and on the oscillatory conductor is that an air matter has the element in series and that matter parallel that is special case of capacitors because reaction must occur between the capacitor plus arranged in series. LCR measuring instrument is of the form of handle usually have this frequent. The display resolution, capability, and measurement and arrangement will capability change with the frequency of the applet as circuit is less sensitive or less sensitive to positive command. For the backsam LCR is the selective this frequency of more than 100 to up to 3 GHz with a faster measurement speed can arrive in milliseconds and high measurement accuracy. Voltmeter function. The voltmeter is the measure the electric voltage in electrical circuit. Usually when you will use this tool, you will find the words millivolt, MV, voltmeter, V, micro and also knowledge KV. 2. Voltmeter. A voltmeter is measuring instrument commonly used to measure the common electric voltage in electrical circuit. The arrangement is parallel according to the location of the command being asserted. Work principle. The work principle of voltmeter is that there is a magnetic flux that has a website with the same frequency and enter metal strip in parallel. Thank you, everyone.